Hey friends, yeah, so just wanted to give two or three things. Number one is the weight update. I'm stalled. I don't know why. Well, stalled. I mean, I'm losing very, very slowly. Um, I gained a few, lost a few. I talked about in the last video, and now I fluctuate 213 to 218. I tend to hold a lot of water in the evening. Yeah. So that's not fun because what I've done is now that I'm in keto or trying to stay in keto, um, it's easier to eat less. So I'm eating around, 500 to 1200 calories a day. Um, but I'm not really losing. So whatever, I'll ride this out. I know eventually I'll lose um, as I adjust to the lower calories or figure out how to exercise more. Yeah, so that's about it there. Uh, Constipation tip that I wanted to share. Um, so potassium citrate, quarter teaspoon twice a day. It's pretty inexpensive. I often go over, but I use my blood pressure cuff because it lowers blood pressure. And I wouldn't recommend it to anyone without talking to your doc. You have to talk to your doctor first because it affects your blood pressure quite strongly. I'm okay with it. It doesn't cause me many problems. Um, then magnesium citrate, 3 teaspoons, 3 times a day. Vitamin C, then I just go to a higher dose, and that's usually safe. Uh, Half a teaspoon, 3 or 4 times a day. All these things will irritate my gut, and then I can go a little more regularly. Plus, I know I'm low in all of those because damn near everyone is. Um, yeah, so that's where I'm at. I'd like to lose more. I'd like to be more helpful and show you some sort of grand change in my body, but it might be slow, guys. Uh, Fortunately, this is YouTube, so if anyone finds me, God knows how, you'll be able to skip, through the videos quite a bit and see what I've done. But it's good, So if I'm averaging 215 and I was averaging 230, I'm getting somewhere. And I would love to hear suggestions, comments, uh, criticisms would be fantastic, anything, because I need to lose some more weight. And then finally, I just wanted to share why, I don't post to this channel much, but it's been 2 months, I think. So I'll tell you why. I felt like hell. Um, and I went to my friend's house for a few days in um, Fox Lake for the eclipse, and we drove down south, 6-hour drive to watch the eclipse. It was so fun. But that was 2 months ago, and what his place was just so moldy, and the city he was in was so moldy. It's like lots of water all over the place, lots of kind of like a giant river lake that kind of wraps around the city, and it's just moist and moldy, and it wasn't good for me. I didn't react well. Um, so when I got home, I started doing all kinds of herbs for Lyme, which did nothing. And then finally, I did a real severe nasal rinse. There's a guy on YouTube who fills up a big thing of water and like snorts water through his nose. It has to be saline. And I did add a little bit of food grade hydrogen peroxide. Be very careful with that. Um, I was about 0.06% concentration. I don't even recommend it. There are some doctors who show you how to nebulize it at a very low concentration. And I added some iodine. So I figured it would be safe-ish, but I don't recommend it for anyone. And I've been running that through the neti pot to kind of clean out my sinuses. And I also nebulize that concoction. Again, don't recommend it. You have to read up on it. You have to be very careful. You burn your alveoli, you damage your alveoli in your lungs. That's it. They're scarred. They're not going to heal. So just don't consider this advice. I'm just talking about myself here. Um, if anyone wants, let me know and I'll link the video where they talk about nebulizing extremely weak hydrogen peroxide with iodine. And I'll link that because I can't give that advice, not in good conscience, to anyone. So, because it's dangerous. But that has helped a lot. Um, oh yeah, the concoction has to have salt. I don't know. I'm not even going to put the ratios in because I don't want to have any part of anyone doing it and burning their lungs because that's just a tragedy. All right, so that's it. That's all I have for you today. Like, comment, and subscribe to my tiny, tiny channel. Talk to you later. Bye. Oh yeah, and if you want to be interviewed, let's do it. No matter where you are in your kind of in your path, um, you're going to get better. It's okay to check in and be interviewed when you're sick, or in the middle, or at the end when you're feeling pretty good, like me. All right, guys. God bless.